that can be done. There's Bean. Who you barking at? Who you barking at? Get him, Bean. Alrighty folks, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate y'all taking time out of your day to watch these videos. This one's going to be a good one. So what I'm going to do is the setup for the new engine from the heat exchanger all the way back to the pump and the tank. I'm going to lay it out on the ground so you can see each piece, and I'm going to put each cost of each piece on there as well so you know how much it's going to cost. Now, keep in mind, this setup, whether you do, no matter what car you use, is going to take some serious fabrication to make everything work. All right, because the high ram is a high ram. So for those, and even me, it could very well entail me getting another hood, cutting it up to make this all work. So my plan is to crossing my fingers, moving the shaker to the top of the hood, and the high ram and all of its girth and height fits up underneath the shaker. If that doesn't work, my initial measurements, maybe it will, maybe it won't. Everyone's telling me it won't, but hey, if it doesn't, junkyard hood, cut that bad boy up, and then we'll figure out how to cover everything up from there. Either fabricate some kind of little cowl to put on there to cover it up, or maybe get some plexiglass type hood that's clear that you can see it. Bunch of plans there, but we'll have to see how it goes. But let's get to this unboxing. We're gonna do one thing at a time, and then we're gonna lay it out, and so you can see the setup from front to back. So I'm gonna try and put you on this table, and hopefully this works. Let me check out the view here. All right, let's move this down a little bit. All right, and I'll be walking back and forth checking this view every once in a while. Bead, come on. All right, obviously I've opened this stuff up before already. Yeah, I'm in my slippers. Yeah, obviously I've opened up all this stuff before because y'all seen it on the IG. So we're just going to open it up real quick and show you each piece and show you the price. All right, so that first piece that's going to go in the very front of the car is the heat exchanger. And that's just so I can still daily drive the car because you still need to keep the air intake temps down and cool, and that's what the heat exchanger is for. So what I got was the Mishimoto heat exchanger. It's roughly 20, I can't remember the exact dimensions. I'll get them and I'll put them on in the little thing over here on the side. But let's do the unboxing of the Mishimoto heat exchanger. All right, this is very well packaged. Shout out to Mishimoto. This thing is packed in there extremely well. We're gonna make sure we don't bend up any of the fins. All right. It's got nice little end caps on the end. Little Mishimoto logo in the middle there. So there we go. There's the Mishimoto there is the Mishimoto heat exchanger. So y'all see the heat exchanger. And again, all this is for, it's going to run from the intercooler in, the intercooler, or from here out, back to the tank, and it's just going to recirculate from there to keep the, hopefully keep those air intake temps down. Especially at the track, will be nice, right? So we put ice in the tank, really cool down those intake temps, and make that happen. But shout out to Mishimoto. This was about 250 bucks for the heat exchanger. Now you can get much cheaper heat exchangers out there. You don't have to go with the one I went with, but this is just the one I went with. Plan is to put this in the lower part of the bumper, where it's going to get a whole lot of nice clean air in through there. All right, on to the TIC Performance intercooler. This is where the rubber meets the road right here. So this is supposed to take up to 1400, I believe it's 1400 horsepower. Hey Indigo, hey Indigo, what you doing, girlie? I know. Yeah, what's Papa doing, huh? All right, you gotta get out of the way. Go on, go lay down. So TIC Performance intercooler. You guys have seen this before. You've seen it on the Instagram. Another one that's packed extremely well. Extremely well packed in here. All right. Hopefully y'all can see this. Foam all around. Paper was all on top. It was all papered down. Nice, calm, cool, collected. Super, super nice packaging. All right. So we're just gonna lay this right here for now. Now we're moving on to the big boy. All right. This is the Holley High Ram. Let's get this bad boy unpacked. Oh, the TIC intercooler was $1,200. All right. And I got this as a package deal from Lethal Performance, the Holley High Ram and the TIC intercooler. And you can also get the same setup from TIC themselves. All right, we're losing a little bit here. All right. So from Holley, comes packed super nice, styrofoam, paper. So the High Ram comes in 2 boxes. You got the lid, and then you got the intake manifold itself. All right, so we'll pull this bad boy out. Set that to the side, grab my scissors. Sorry. Siri, my watch going off. All right, so obviously the little box is the lid. Again, inner packaging, well packaged, nice box. Plenty of foam around it. It's in a nice bag as well. And we're going to take it out of the plastic bag this time. For the Instagram photo, we didn't take it out. All right, and I got the black powder coated one. So I got the black powder coated. So that's the lid. And here's the bottom piece. Once again, inner packaging done as well. That's just the hardware. And this is the fuel rails, the Holley fuel rails that come with it. Super, super nice. I'm not gonna pull the fuel rails out though. I'm gonna leave them in the box. So, as y'all saw in the IG photos, oh gosh, this thing's a beast. Here is the bottom piece to the manifold. Again, black powder coated inside and out. Super nice, super sweet. Make sure we set this in right. So this will go here. The TIC intercooler goes right on top. Fits right in there nice and squirrely. And then the lid goes right on top of the intercooler. For a nice, sweet looking little setup. So, Nishimoto heat exchanger in the front, intake manifold with the intercooler in between. Now we'll go back here. I know this is going to be somewhat of a longer video than I usually put out. But here is the tank in all of its glory. Very well packaged. They foam packaged from Rhodes Performance or Rhodes Racing. Oh, the Holley high ram intake is $950 to $1,000. All right, let's see if we can get this. All right, Rhodes ice box, ice tank, whatever you want to call it. It's set up for an inside pump or an outside pump. We have an outside pump, so you can literally do set up for an inside pump. Hopefully y'all can see that. Run your wires right here, put your pump right here, and you're good to go. So well done, well made, well packaged. $250 for the, I think it was $250, right around $250 for the tank as well. But I'll put the prices that I actually paid for everything up there on the video. And then the last thing I got from Motion Raceworks is the pump. So it's a Davies Craig pump, EWP 150, and it pushes 40 gallons per minute. So it's a healthy water pump. 12 volts. Like I said, 40 gallons per minute. So there's the setup, folks. So there's the setup from front to back. Nishimoto heat exchanger, Holley high ram intake with TIC Performance intercooler in the middle, Rhodes ice tank, 7.5 gallon, Davies Craig EWP 150, and like I said, it pushes about 40 gallons per minute. So it's going to be pushing a lot of cold water through that intercooler and through the heat exchanger to get those intake temps way down there. So we'll be a lot more consistent throughout the entire year, just not running fast times at the beginning of the year and then the end of the year. We'll get those times, hopefully get somewhat close, consistent times through the entire year with keeping those intake temps down with the ice box and an intercooler, and like I said, the heat exchanger. So there you go, folks. I'll put the totals of everything up there, and I'll put the exactly what I paid for everything and where I got it. So you can go get it. If you want this same setup, you can go get it yourself. But hey, hopefully in the next month, maybe month and a half, we do the engine swap. All of this stuff is going on to the new engine, and a few other little goodies. Oh, what I'm missing is obviously all the hoses and connections. So you can figure another $200 to $300 hoses and connectors to connect everything up. Now, can you go cheaper on the hoses and connectors? Yes, you can. But I'm going with the pop on, pop off connectors and some pretty decent hosing. So, you know, you can do it. You can do it much cheaper. That can be done. There's Bean. Who are you barking at? Who are you barking at? Get him, Bean. All right, where was I? So you can definitely do this setup cheaper. You don't have to use the tick intercooler. You can use different air to water intercoolers, mount them differently in the whole 9 yards. I just went for the somewhat simplistic take with the tick intercooler, and everything. But that's it for this one, folks. Hey, if you're stopping in for the first time, please check out the rest of the channel. If you like what's going on with the channel, do me them few things. Like, subscribe, smash the bell, shoot me a comment, share it on your social media. I'll definitely appreciate it. Shake and Bake will definitely appreciate it, because every red penny goes right back into Shake and Bake, and you saw it here today. That's it for this one, folks. Till next time, adios.